Okay, so we're back doing, I've got to look at the lens and not the picture that I can see over there. We're back with Will You Remember Me, the vlog. God, has anyone watched it this far? How long have I even made it? We've recorded probably over an hour of footage. We really don't want to make the video that long, that'd be so boring. Unless we have any die-hard fans, and I don't think we do. Anyway, let's see what we got. So, whence last we met, I was recording my version of the harmony vocals for Paul's song. And before that I was pulling all of the bits into the song to begin with to show you what it would roughly sound like. So since then I've chopped and changed a few things. I've mostly done a lot of work on the vocals, because that's the thing you need to do the most work on, really. I mean, when you're recording a guitar, you get your sound right first on the guitar, you get your effects on your pedal board or your amp or whatever, and what you record is what you want to hear. But the vocal, it just needs a bit of work before all those effects go on it, so that's the thing that you work most on in post, or at least that's the way we work. It's not a hard and fast rule. So anyway, what I will do for interest is mostly going to show you the vocal here. Well, first of all, no, I'll show you what a snippet of it sounds like. So this is now with everything mixed, with all the effects on the vocal, and with my harmony. I've still not got Jimmy's harmony vocal, but I've got mine in here, so which you've heard me recording, so that'll give you a bit of an idea. So here's just a snippet of the chorus, I think. No, that's a bit too far. Find it. So if I just isolate, I mean, it's still got Paul's low harmony in here, but if I just isolate those three tracks, the vocal, the high harmony, the low harmony, you'll get to hear the effect on his voice now, and then mixed with my harmony, you'll hear, hopefully be able to hear it's a bit different. So there's a lot of delay on it. Will you remember me? Remember me. So I've never been much of a delay fan, actually. Paul's kind of dragged me into this a little bit. It's a very useful guitar effect too, if you know what you're doing with it, and I didn't, and now I've got a bit more of an idea. So let me take you through a bit of Paul's vocal, and I'll show you everything I've done to it. I'll see if I can take it back to how it sounded at the start. I might mess things up doing this, so bear with me. Let's turn off everything. There's the gate, there's the tuner, there's the EQ. I've got two delays on here doing different things at different times, so they're automated to come on at different times, and there's a reverb as well. So now if I press play, you should hear what you heard earlier in the video when I just brought his vocal in and it was clear. When I was young I could not find the words. Nothing going on there. So the first thing I did was stuck a gate on it, and then, I don't know if you can see anything. You probably can't see this down here, can you? I'm not going to move the camera, that'll make a mess of it. But down here, this is the gate, and there's a little windowy thing here. So when I press play, you see the waveform, and then these blue lines here sort of signify the threshold. So when the sound drops below those lines, it kills the sound. There's a little bit there, you probably can't see it, but that's the, or the breathe out or something in the background. Sometimes you can hear the track from the headphones that's picked up on the mic, so it cuts all of that out. So that's the first thing we do, the gate. Next thing I do is the tuner. So let's bring that in. So this draws a representation of the vocal, shows you the notes on the side. So there's a good place part there actually. Let me just zoom in and find it a bit. So here. So there's two lines here. The green line is what the tuner is doing. The yellow line is what Paul sang. So find the words. Sorry, that's my terrible singing. Find the words. It's roughly in there. If I turn that off, he went pretty sharp on find. So let me just find the word. So it's just like a semitone difference, but it's slightly out of tune. I've just pulled it down. It still sounds natural. If it ever sounds distorted or faked, I really try to work as hard as I can to make it not sound like that. So find the words. So that's that. So that's the tuner. I've used it very sparingly throughout this song. We generally don't need to use it that much. It's just a tweak here and there to bring an odd note where we go, ugh, and bring it down again. Next then was EQ. So just to play my guitar and stand in front of a crowd. So it's just thickening up the vocal a bit.
To play my guitar and stand in front of a crowd.
Just a bit more depth, bit more bass. I've just boosted the mid frequencies a bit around, what are we on here? Actually it is quite bassy, 206 Hz and then 1 kHz, so that's kind of presence range. Bang in the middle of the presence range, so I've just boosted it up just to give a bit more thickness to the vocals. Again, not a huge boost at all. Then there's the delay, so there's a verse delay and a bridge delay. I've misnamed it, but never mind. So the delay, let me just bring that back in. The delay sounds like this.
To play my guitar and stand in front of a crowd.
Sounds quite dramatic, doesn't it? It's so there when you've just got the vocal and nothing else. But if you bring everything back in,
to play my guitar and stand in front of a crowd.
It's quite atmospheric. You hear it disappear into the distance, but it doesn't step on. The delay part of the effect doesn't step on the vocal that's still going.
To play my guitar and stand in front of a crowd.
It's there, but it's not on top of it. And then lastly, just to give a bit of atmosphere, we stick on reverb as well. So we go back to that. So this is without.
To play my guitar and stand in front of a crowd.
The reverb adds so much depth.
To play my guitar and stand in front of a crowd.
Sounds like we're in a cavern or a big church or something. So that's everything together, and then the only other thing that we've got is the other delay, which I've put over here. So there's this middle part you might not have heard yet. So I've just gone for a more dramatic delay. It's got a big gap. So it's just a much more pronounced delay. So again, that sounds quite dramatic, but again, that's soloed. If I bring in the whole song, it's a bit more atmospheric. Just keep going and going now until I press play. So that's it. That's where we are so far. The guys haven't heard this yet. I've given them some isolated bits of those delays just to give them a taste, but I've not had a yay or nay, so this still isn't the final mix. We're still not at the car mix part yet, because we're still waiting for Jimmy's harmony as well. But that's pretty much it. That's where we're up to so far, so hopefully the next thing you'll be looking at is the car mix, when I've got Jimmy's delay in here and it's the closest pass I've got to the finished song, so thanks for watching this far. That didn't turn it off, did it? How do I turn it off? It's that button at the back. Oh, can you see up my nose?